Hey guys, it's Di from Being Mommy with Style, and today I'm going to be tackling the topic of going to Walt Disney World with toddlers or preschoolers. So I'm going to separate this into two parts, the actual travel portion and then actually being in the theme parks with toddlers or preschoolers. And I get requested this a lot in a lot of different ways, so I'm going to try to tackle everyone's questions, but if you have any more questions, feel free to leave them down below. So for today's video, I'm going to talk more about the traveling end of it and what to bring down there and that sort of thing. So to go into a little bit of what you use in the parks, but basically talking about traveling with toddlers and preschoolers headed to Walt Disney World. So first of all, the packing essentials. So you want to bring enough, but you don't want to bring too much. And I did find in the parks that it was good to have at least 2 outfits per day. And inside the parks, even if your toddler or preschooler is potty trained, you definitely want to have, a just in case outfit with you. But also an outfit, there's a lot of different water installations. So in the warmer months, your child may want to run into the water and that sort of thing. They may be soaking wet and you may need to change of clothes after they get out of those. So I always bring a change of clothes in our carry-on for a just in case outfit when we're actually doing the traveling portion. And then when I'm packing, I bring enough outfits to literally have 2 outfits each day. So I'll have the main outfit and our backup outfit. And I kind of plan with having that backup outfit maybe roll over a couple days. So maybe about 5 outfits additional from the main outfit of the day. And I do also stay someplace that I can do laundry on there, so that helps as well. So I take all those things into account as to figuring out how many outfits to bring with you. As far as essentials that I put in their carry-on backpacks, I put all of the entertainment, different supplies, which I'll talk about a little bit on one of the further points. And then I also toss in a couple extra Band-Aids, just kind of some first aid items, those little travel packets of antibiotic ointment, just because you never know, some Kleenex, some of those hand wipes things that I got at the Dollar Tree. I love those. And then we also have some things on hand like the gripsters, which you may or may not want to bring. But as far as just things to put on the carry-on that you'll need traveling potentially or when you're in Disney World, I think that Band-Aids, Kleenex, some wipes are always some good things to have on hand. So the next thing I would suggest to pack, to bring down there with you, are sunglasses. We brought a bunch of pair of sunglasses with us and we forgot the first day we were at Magic Kingdom last time Isabella's sunglasses in the car or something, and we ended up having to buy sunglasses after we got there anyways. But definitely my kids wanted sunglasses, so if your kids are sensitive to the sun, I'd say sunglasses. And I think snacks are a great thing to either pick up once you're down there, or if you are driving, you can put them in your car, or if you have room in your carry-on, which we are not going to, we're going to pick them up after we get down there, you can bring them with you. But we bring snacks into the park, so I would start planning on that, and I'll talk a little bit more about that, about being in the parks as well. As far as stroller, we like using our own stroller in the parks, so then we also use our own stroller in the airports. I find that it just works out really, really well for us. So we just load the kids in the stroller, we've got our suitcase rolling behind us. We do check in everything for the most part when we get there, but just makes the getting back and forth a lot easier. And then actually on the airplane itself, you can bring the FAA approved car seats actually onto the airplane and sit them on the plane. I have footage last time from Natalie in her marathon car seat that actually just drops right into the airline seat. You seatbelted in and then she's harnessed into her regular seat. I'm not sure if we're going to still do that this time, but they do also make FAA approved little like belt things that go around the seat and turn it into a 5-point harness, which for wiggly kids that are maybe in their 2 range like Natalie might not be a bad idea, and you can find those on Amazon. I'll try to put links down below. As far as entertainment on the airplane and getting down there, the iPad and the DVD player, of course, are always great hits. I try to get a couple things that the girls haven't seen before, like either those Magic Erase marker books or new books to them, new coloring books, and that sort of thing. And I buy those all ahead of time and I pack those in their carry-ons so that way they're fresh and they haven't seen them before traveling. I also stick a couple in our suitcases that the kids haven't seen as well for the return trip. So I go ahead and pre-buy all that, and I have all of our entertainment supplies for both legs. So I try to have things that are new to them for both sides of the trip, so that way it's kind of a surprise and it holds their attention and that sort of thing. And that's worked really well as far as entertainment. We did opt to bring our own car seats with us instead of trying to figure out car seats on that end. We do a rental car and all that. So it's something to think of if you're going to be using like a rental car type of transportation, you're going to need car seats on that end. You can rent them, but I find that they're quite pricey. So for us, I just prefer to use our own car seats that we're used to, and then you don't have to rent anything on that as well. And if you're using transportation like the shuttles and the buses, then that would be a little bit different, but we do stay off property at my dad's house, so that is all just slightly different for us. So then as far as packing, you'd have all the normal things like your clothing and then a little bit of entertainment. I really found, the less is more thing really is great when you're going on vacation. You still end up with a ton of stuff, don't get me wrong, but I really did try to keep less is more in mind. Just enough pajamas that we needed, just enough outfits and extra outfits, that would work out. I tried not to bring like 3 outfits for every day because that would just be way too much. So I tried to find that happy medium balance of bringing just enough what we needed and just enough just in case items. I think a few first aid items like the Band-Aids, maybe some Pepto or Imodium for even just your husband and yourself, just different things like that that may crop up while you're traveling is always kind of a nice thing to have on hand. So I'm planning on having just like a little pouch with some of those first aid things stuck down inside. Other than that, traveling with toddlers and preschoolers, it sounds quite intimidating, but it actually went great, knock on wood, this last time. I'm really hoping this next trip will be just as pleasant, and it worked out great. So we actually opted to fly out of a smaller airport into a smaller airport. So that's the other thing I would say going to Walt Disney World. If you have the option of flying to Sanford Airport, which is just to the northwest, I believe, of Orlando, and it's just about maybe 20 miles down the road from OIA, from the regular Orlando International Airport. It was wonderful. I mean, it's a small airport. It was so easy to move around. You didn't have to hike across these huge long terminals, and it worked really great with preschoolers. So I'd say if that's an option to you, you may consider that. It's something that worked out great for us, and we will continue to do it for the foreseeable future. If you have any other questions, let me know down below, and I also try to link after they've both been uploaded the going into the theme parks with toddlers and preschoolers, because that will be my next upcoming video. And then when we get back, I'm planning on doing a kind of full series, because at that point we will have been to all 4 parks with preschoolers and let you know what our favorite picks were, what we thought the best aspects were, and what our favorite park for preschoolers was as well. So hopefully these videos are helpful. Let me know if you have any questions down below. I also try to link, Disney has a ton of great links with resources for going to Walt Disney World with preschoolers. I'll try to put a bunch of links down below for you guys so you can check all those out. It sounds very intimidating, but I promise you it was a very pleasant time. When I took Isabella as a 4-year-old, was she even 4 yet? She wasn't 4 yet, she was 3. I took a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old to Walt Disney World, and it sounds very intimidating, but it was very, very fun. So thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.